Hi, my name is Mr. C. I've been teaching Spanish for over 2 decades now. But I realized that when you're teaching a subject, and there are different ways that you can use to teach the same thing. In this case, we're going to look at some of the exercises that you can use to teach the preterite tense. Okay, the past tense, the simple past tense, and of course, in Spanish they have different past tenses. In this case, we're going to look at the preterite tense. Okay, one exercise that you could do is question and answer. Okay, using questioning techniques to check for understanding. Okay, so you could use question the students to see how well they can answer your questions after you teach them the preterite tense. I'm going to just read a few of these questions and move on to the next exercise. Okay, question number 1, for example, ¿hablaste por teléfono ayer? Question number 2, ¿viajaron tus padres el verano pasado? Question number 3, ¿qué medio de transporte usaron tus padres? Okay, so now when you ask these questions, and you will see where if students answer with the right subject, and they give you the right endings, so on and so forth. Okay, the next exercise is a translation. So a translation is a good way to see if students actually understand the concept. Okay, you will ask students, for example, to translate for you. Last week I visited the museum. Okay, la semana pasada yo visité el museo. Okay, my parents bought a house. Mis padres compraron una casa. So now you want to make sure that when students translate, they give you the right translation, where the verbs, of course, agree with the subject, so on and so forth. And the next exercise that you could also use is by doing what we call error analysis. Is not actually error analysis, a syntactical analysis, where the students, they have to know where to place. They have to know where to place the words. They have to put the words in the right order in order for the sentence to make sense. If you look at the first sentence, for example, I have viajó México la señora Muñoz el año pasado. Okay, so now one thing you need to know when you have to teach students is that they have to look for the subject first in the sentence. In this case, the subject is la señora Muñoz. And after the subject, they have to agree with the verb. And of course, they have to look for the verb, and the verb has to agree with the subject, because it's, in a sentence you need the subject and predicate. In this case, you would start with la señora Muñoz, of course. La señora Muñoz viajó, and then you have to know where she traveled, a Mexico, and of course you say when, el año pasado. Now, since Spanish is very flexible when it comes to the syntax, you could use the adverbial phrase el año pasado. You could start with the adverbial phrase el año pasado. You don't necessarily have to place it at the end. You could also place it at the beginning of the sentence by saying el año pasado, and of course you go back with the subject and the verb. La señora Muñoz viajó a Mexico. Thank you, guys. I hope you like it, and if you do, we will continue to have more videos and bring more activities for you. It's both for people who are teaching Spanish and for students who are learning Spanish as well. Thank you.